Cumulative Swing Index, ASI. Now, you've probably never heard of this indicator before, and there's a very good reason for that, and that's simply because it's not on MT4, MT5, or C-Trader. I'm just having a quick look on where it's available on, and it seems to be a lot of paid platforms like MetaStock, eSignal, NinjaTrader, Wave 59 Pro, Profit Source, and Workstation. Now, if it is on MT4 or MT5, then it's obviously custom made, which begs the question, who is the developer of it, and are they any good? But yeah, the reason why we're talking about this is because one of the BD members, okay, and this is what I love about the BD members, okay, imagine you've got 3,000 people and they've all got the same interest, the same goals, and that's to make consistent profits from trading. And what I love about the BD members is everyone shares their own little inputs or ideas, what they've tried, what's tested, what works, what fails, and we always come up with these kind of awesome ways of trading the BD. I really love it. I mean, I started 5 years ago with the normal BD, then we came up with the AND strategy, the Mogwai strategy, the pullback, the bends, you know, and along the way we get good traders that go, you know what, Jamie, you need a 10 moving average in there, you need a 100 SMA, you need stochastics, you need an RSI, and now one of the BD members has said you need an ASI. So this BD member in question, I'm not going to mention his name, sent me his results using this, and I thought, you know what, I'll give it a try. Now, I've heard of the ASI before. I've never really looked into it. I've never really traded it, but it seems to share the same characteristics of an oscillator, so an RSI, stochastics, and it measures the momentum in the market. It measures the momentum in a trend, and it was originated from a swing index. It's very fascinating because it takes today's closing price, yesterday's closing price, yesterday's low, today's opening price, and then it charts basically a yellow line like this on my charts. Well, I say yellow, I've made it yellow. And what I've done with this is I've incorporated it over our original RSI. And what this BD member has done in question and said, Jamie, this is excellent for filtering out good trades with the trend and bad trades against the trend, okay? Because that's what it's designed to do, measure the momentum in a trend. So yeah, what we found, okay, when the ASI, which is yellow, crosses over the RSI, and we pop a Mogwai signal or BD signal, it gives us a really good confirmation like that. I mean, look at that signal there. Now, what's good about this and what really kind of makes it different is it filters trades against the market, okay? So you'll get signals against the trend, and you'll look at the ASI and go, is that a trade that I want to take? Is it a trade that I won't take? And I mean, I've traded this every single day this last week and I haven't lost a trade. I mean, it's been incredible. Now, I know a lot of BD members have said they don't like it because it moves. If you actually just zoom, okay, watch, here you go, watch this, right? Look, watch the yellow line and notice how it moves over time. Now, I don't know if that's a bug in the system or the bug in the indicator. I don't know if it's designed to do that. Like I said, this is not standard for MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5. So it's custom made by some programmer. So is it a fault? Is it a bug? You know, is it designed to do that? I don't know. You know, I've got no kind of original indicator to test it against. But if it is something that works with the BD, I will be incorporating into the RSI because believe me, it's been pretty good. I mean, look at that for setup for a reason. Let's look at GPUSD. Again, look at that, okay? When the ASI crosses over the RSI, goes overbought, it pops a signal and I mean, like I said, I haven't lost a trade last week. Now, the only difficult part about this ASI is, like I said, you know, over time, it moves like this. You know, I don't think it's meant to do that. I think whoever built it, or whoever, you know, programmed it, didn't do a very good job of it. I mean, look at this one here. Okay, USD Chef, that's a nice little buy there. With the RSI, I'll try to find you. Let me try and find you a setup that, you know, is good at filtering. Okay, let's look at these here, right? Okay, this is a really good example. Okay, 3 setups here. Okay, now they're all against the trend, aren't they? I mean, look at that signal at the top. Look at that signal there. It's a nice trade, that is. All these three trades are against the trend. Okay, so you wouldn't take any of them, right? You know, because you'd argue, well, it's against the trend, James, I'm going to trade that. Okay, now I'm not saying I would take these on a live market condition, but let me just bring up my charts here. Okay, notice how that pops a signal, it loses. That pops a signal, it loses. Okay, this one pops a signal. Okay, look at the ASI. Look at the ASI. It's crossed over the RSI, gone over sold. Okay, and then we pop this signal. Now this is exactly what is good about this, okay, is if we took this trade at the close of this candle, went for 5 pips, this trade went to 6 pips, okay, so you would have, in fact, you could have maybe targeted the sort of top zone here, yeah, so you would have hit 5 pips. Now this is a bad setup, this is a bad example, but I'm just showing you on how it filters out trades against the trend now, because this signal here is the only signal you would take based off the ASI because it's gone oversold. These lot wasn't, okay, they didn't cross over the RSI, okay, and they didn't go oversold on the ASI as well, okay, so that's really, really good, okay. I mean, like I said, I've traded it last week and I had huge success with it, and I know, let me try and, is there any signals at the bottom? No, okay, I mean, look, here's an example here. Okay, this is not a good trade because the ASI hasn't confirmed that. I mean, look. Okay, here's a good example here, right? Look, here's another good example here. Notice how we pop a Mogwai arrow. Now, again, you know, I wouldn't take this trade because it doesn't meet the rules. But look at the ASI; it's not crossed over. As soon as this Mogwai arrow appears, look at the ASI; it's oversold. So you take this trade and you ride it up. So you can see how there is huge potential with this. I mean, to filter out the good and bad setups. And I'm going to be trading this next week. I'm going to be testing it next week. I'm going to keep you updated on how well it performs. If it does work as good as it's, you know, I've had with it so far, I will be incorporating it into the RSI. But I will be obviously going through it, kind of maybe designing my own. Because again, I mean, if you actually go back in the charts, you will notice how it moves. If you zoom in like this, okay, look, notice how this is oversold here. Now look at it, it's not, it's actually above it. I think that is a glitch with whoever designed or programmed it for MetaTrader 4. They obviously must have programmed it wrong. Like I said, it's not a standard indicator with this platform. They're custom made, and like most, you know, like I say to a lot of people, you know, you want a good quality product, you pay for a good quality product. If you want free indicators online, you're going to get crap like this. But I see the potential in this. So maybe we incorporate it into the BD. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing next week. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, thebinarydestroyer@gmail.com.